that correctly, different internal sounds they were able to distinguish. So, I mean, they basically are saying that they can hear different classes of thought through functional MRI. That, to me, I put as probably the number one most interesting. But maybe I'm not interpreting that correctly, because he says the subject utters and just imagines. I thought this was like a silent internal sound. So I don't know. Or just somehow the echo of the sound in their brain they were able to distinguish. So, I mean, why didn't they publish that then? I mean, that itself is definitely worthy of publish. I'd probably put that as the number one. Then his sentence that he doesn't want me to reveal to the public would be number two. And then beyond that, though, it's possible for probably any species. And, well, so anyway, that's pretty interesting. That's, and, it's interesting to me. I'm like CNN over here or something, I mean, it's unbelievable. Are there anybody that feels this is an interesting technology that might open the door for a vast mass market of cameras that can see what your pet's eyes see, or what your friends see, or what your eyes see? I mean, it's... and then also to know that really, this is probably the tip of the iceberg of what must have been, people must have figured this out. Just from my own experiences. That's the only way we can say it. We don't have a lot of physical evidence. But then, people they don't come up to you and say, hey, I can hear your thoughts for a number of reasons, That's just not something that they're open with. So, for whatever reason, and maybe it is an unusual reason that they kept it secret. I mean, well, I think part of it is that this issue of privacy, and it's like that double. It's like a plus and a minus, because the information you get from violating people's privacy is so interesting and so informative, and helps you. At the same time, though. So many people have grown up with this tradition that, free information, people knowing information about you is very embarrassing, and it's very upsetting, and you have to. And many people even go violent, they become violent to stop the public from knowing some truth about them, or even if it's a false myth, as I've seen so much in my life, false myths about me and about other people. But still, I'm for free information. Let people be wrong. Let them believe what they want to believe. It's freedom of thought and it's freedom of information. And you have to think, well, locking people in prison for something they say or a picture they own, it's barbaric. It's too harsh. The punishment far outweighs the crime. There's no crime. It's freedom of information. So, I can go on and on and on, but just let me end it like that, because that's a very interesting thing. This entire thing. And then what a quality person this guy, this researcher, Yukiyasu Kamatani, and he basically said he spoke for the entire team of like 5 or 6 or maybe even 10 people there, among different universities and different businesses, who all work together on this paper and this research. And what a quality person. He responded. He was the first one to respond to my email. Isn't that the way of science and so many people in science? Not all by any means. But he obviously, he has a message, I think, and he is a communicator and wants to communicate and teach science to the public. And he's an honest person. Not one, I think only one person from Reuters even replied with a thank you. Thanks for the information. Nobody at the Associated Press, or CNN. I got all just the usual, we got your email, auto reply, and so on. That's pretty interesting that this person is very prompt and answered every single one of my questions. You ever know that when I send people questions, like UCI, I sent 2 questions about their program in looking at researching, they posted a press release saying Army pays UCI millions to try and read minds, something like that. And so I said, here's this press release. I have questions about it. Are you going to try these different techniques, or what's the deal? They didn't answer one question, not even so much as an email saying, thank you for your questions, but we can't answer them. Nothing like that whatsoever. Just total silence. Nothing whatsoever. And I mean, so many people are like that because they're part of this jellyfish structure matrix and so on. They're catatonically drug fixed, frozen in their drug empire or whatever it is of secrets and secret thoughts and lies and so on. They just simply have one answer every time, and that is deathly. That is just silence. Just deathly silence. I'm not sure what the expression is, but just absolute silence. No information whatsoever. Complete catatonic silence. So anyway, interesting. That was just the thing. Like, what an interesting and wonderful person to, answer my, questions, and where everybody else is just this Stalin-esque ice cube, or frigid, frozen lattice of liars and so on, and spires, voyeurs.